Hello everybody, this is Tara Spillman, and I had shading with crayons, pressure variation. The easiest way I think I can show you guys to do this is kind of something that I used to do when I was a kid. I would draw a little bit harder on the outside and then make like a little mark, and what I'm going to make is balloons. So I have the outside a little darker with pushing harder on the crayon, and then I just lightly fill in the inside shadings, make sure that's nice and dark, by pressing really hard on the crayon, kind of almost making like an outline, and then just shading it in very lightly with the crayon, barely pressing, just enough to put just a little bit of the color on the paper. And then, so the outline of our balloon. And then I take a little bit harder and just do like the little squiggles. And then I always added an extra balloon to make it look like kind of like a bouquet. And again, making it very dark and pressing very hard on the outside, making like our little indent line. I'm not sure why we ever did that, but we always did. And then just shading it in just a little bit by pushing very lightly on the crayon, almost and just barely touching it. And then again, using the pressing very hard on the crayon and bringing over the squiggle lines. And then we'll just kind of make us a third one. Yellow is really cool to use for the color shading because it doesn't show up very well anyway. So by making that nice and dark and then adding your little and just barely coloring that in just a little bit so you can barely see, and then making our little squiggly line. So now you have a nice little bouquet of balloons. And all I did for this was I picked 3 crayon colors. They can be any crayons that you want, and a white piece of paper. Thanks guys, enjoy.